Esports and gaming on our campus has really changed the lives for a lot of students. I think the biggest thing that I have realized and the biggest benefit that I think esports and gaming brings to a campus is it gives those students who don't feel connected to school a place to go. It gives students a place to network, to meet other students that like the things that they do, to meet other staff members that have common interests in them, and it really just gives them a home where they feel safe and comfortable and accepted. Many of the students that are involved in our club are students who were not in traditional sports, students who were not involved in clubs, the students who just came to campus and then went home right after school. And once we started our gaming program, it really gave them a place to flourish and a place to kind of come out of their shell. In addition to that, I think esports and gaming, housing that, in addition to connecting the kids to campus and creating friendships, it allows students to practice their communication, their teamwork, their organization skills, their ability to regulate their emotions. The list can go on and on to the benefits that it gives students and groups of students on campus. As far as the school, I think because it has connected more students to campus, those students that have been involved in gaming have then become connected in other ways because they want to be at school. It's also, for my campus specifically, we were one of the first in San Diego to really have a esports program, or I really like a gaming program of our size. We have 60 to 70 kids in our casual gaming club that are all in an auditorium at 6 different stations at one time. So it really has grown as the years have gone by, and many other schools have contacted me and asked, how do we do this? How do we create a program like that? So I think it has definitely brought some eyes on our school. It's brought kids to become more comfortable at our school, and it's also given the staff a way to connect to students in a way that they haven't been able to before.
So the benefits to esports within education, well, first of all, for most students, it's given them some much needed escapism and enjoyment in light of the pandemic and some lost learning. It's clearly improve their logistical, problem solving and communication skills, because they are competing with and alongside people that they wouldn't necessarily see in other classrooms, or they wouldn't necessarily kind of relate with or kind of meet on your average kind of day-to-day college journey. It is really important that we are preparing students for future and digital proof skills, which esports is certainly that. And again, it's preparing them for an industry that is increasing and growing on a almost daily, hourly basis in that respect. So the benefits are vast. They're also very important for future employers to see that as an education establishment, we are preparing students for 2, 3, 4, 5 years down the line with many skills, with many jobs maybe not even being created at this point yet. So as I say, the benefits are vast. There is nothing wrong with education also being enjoyable, and I think within the BTEC and also the championships, you've got this perfect combination of both in that respect.
Each esports athletes receive esports scholarship wherein they do not pay any fees to the school. And also, the students keep all the prizes for themselves. For our school, esports has generated a positive reputation, which entices students to study at fake colleges.
The benefits of esports to our pupils and our school have been massive since we started. Alva Academy is, like I said, a very small school. It's actually from the smallest authority in Britain. And to get our name out there through esports was almost instant. We've been asked to play show matches with the British Army, play on their stream. The name Alva is now known in many parts of England, Wales, Ireland that it wouldn't have been known before, and that is such a massive deal for that instant outreach that we saw, and the community that is built within esports is just one that is second to none. It's fantastic. And in terms of our kids, the personal skills that they have gained especially things like communication, you know, the leadership skills. We had a kid who, you know, would not be the one to put his hand up in class, wouldn't really be the one to speak out in class unless absolutely asked to, take on the role of captain for one of our teams, and just instantly, because he was in an environment where he was comfortable, and an environment where he was confident, which is within the game, he took on that role and it was like a different person. He was confident, well-spoken, and was really becoming a leader for these people that and you know, a few people in there he didn't know. He didn't know a lot of the people in his team, but he knew what he had to do, and it was because the environment was so comfortable that allowed him to do that. And really, it's been a growth in confidence and personal skills that we've seen within the kids who have been involved in the esports so far.
We've seen lots of benefits to our students that have been involved. For one, it really helps to create a sense of team and community engaging in an area. There are kids that have areas of strength in academics or in different aspects of music or sporting. And again, what we found is that it has brought together a group of students that have really loved engaging with these games. We've also seen the benefits of being able to work through different aspects of these esports with the kids, not just the gaming side, but also looking at how we can work better as a team, how we can develop our communication skills in team games, and also how we deal with wins, but not also wins, but losses as well, and working through those different aspects of what it means to be involved in an esports program.
The students involved have been able to work on something that they've had a really sort of keen interest in, and they're now seeing the bigger picture because they're now able to explore particular job roles that they can go into with regards to esports, and just things that they only dreamt about when they were, you know, a lot younger, going through school, thinking, you know, wouldn't it be amazing to work in games or in esports? But now things tend to be a little bit more of a reality for them because they're actively taking a role in particular activities that they could be doing with the Coventry Crosshairs, which is our esports team in the college. And they are also sort of gaining amazing skills and opportunities through what we're doing as part of esports.
Since we started our esports program, we've had tons of benefits for our students. The first thing that we noticed is that students who normally don't have a place to be started getting more engaged with school. Students who spent their time playing video games at home, when they got involved with our esports program, started spending more time with their academic studies and more time with their classmates. I have the benefit of also being a traditional sports coach. I'm our school's football coach as well. So the benefits of esports kind of go hand in hand with traditional sports. We are teaching our students how to communicate, how to collaborate, how to deal with adversity. When things get tough, how are you going to handle the situation? These things that aren't necessarily practiced in a traditional classroom are one of the main staples of esports competition. In our non-competitive club, we also offer students the opportunity to meet new people, problem solve through video games, and really learn what it means to communicate with a common interest.
Firstly, we have to take into account the situation we lived throughout this and last year. Our students, as well as the students of most of the institutions reaching out to us, were disconnected from their classmates and their schools. They had no options for competition, connection, or a safe space to develop friendship and support. And Scholastic Esports became that space in some cases for us. It was reaching them in the spaces they already enjoy. And apart from that, we see leadership, communication skills, teamwork development, creativity, and the discovery of passions that can become a professional path in the future around the huge ecosystem that is esports and Scholastic Esports. And we can support them and guide them with educational purposes around it. So I think the benefits are fundamental right now and will be even further in the future.
Thanks to the vision of the Anáhuac Mexico University, we have been able to establish the Anáhuac Esports project. This has been an opportunity to support young university talents, giving them the necessary tools to strengthen their skills and promoting their academic development through university scholarships, through a program of high-performance athletes. And this means that as an institution, we have realized that esports can function as a motivating factor to go hand by hand with their academic development.